Today is a day for a clash of giants. Google has launched Veo 3, which is its most advanced artificial intelligence in the world for video generation, but generating videos with it is very expensive. However, later they released a faster version that's 5 times cheaper. But the question that remains is this faster version more flawed? Is it worse? Is it bad? Is it extremely inferior? Or is it not compared to the other version? Does it maintain a certain level of quality, and is it worth using? I brought a test to answer this question, but first leave a comment below. Have you ever used Veo 3? Or at least have you seen it here on the channel? Do you know the potential of this tool? Also, have you ever used any artificial intelligence to monetize, to earn money? Comment below, I want to know. Today, I brought in an American expert. At the end of this video, I'll leave the link to his channel so you can subscribe. And how is this going to work? The prompt for each of the videos will appear, okay? The prompt will be exactly the same for Veo 3 quality, which is the traditional one, and for Veo 3 fast, so we can be fair, all right? And what about the letters? A, which will appear first, is Veo 3 quality, and letter B is Veo 3 fast, which is the faster and cheaper version. What are we going to analyze? We're going to analyze how faithful it is to what was requested, to the prompt here, and also the movement and audio aspects, right? Because it generates audio with lip sync as well as sound effects, okay? So let's get right to it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so we're in the middle of an active firefight. People are screaming, and Greg is building a snowman from hell. Well, we're in the middle of an active line of fighting. People are feeling it, and Greg is building an inanimate man.
If it turned out cool, it's a stormtrooper doing a vlog there, while the other one is making a little snowman in the middle of the war. I thought both of them turned out really good. There's also the matter of the camera movement in both. For me to spend 5 times less, I thought option B was just as good as option A. Comment down below. Let's take a quick look at the prompt. It's about a Formula 1 car, an old one from the 80s. Let's take a look here on the Monaco track. Look how interesting. Let's take a look here. It's going to involve speed. It's going to involve the sound of the car, because there's nothing like a Formula 1 engine, right? It's very recognizable to the ear, but let's check it out here. And you know what I think is really awesome? You know what I find interesting? Because Google has always dominated search. And with searches, when you go there and click on images, you can see pictures from all over the world. Not to mention Google Street View, where Google has already traveled all over the world with that car full of cameras, right? Filming everything, right? Who has seen it, right? Just to illustrate, look, if you go on Google here and search for the Google Street View car, you'll see that this is how they drive around, right? I don't know if it's every year or every 3 years anyway, right? It drives by here. Look, with these cars like this, with 360-degree cameras, and they film everything. And then when you go into Google Street View, you can see the streets just like they really are. Right? The real photos. And then when it does this, it already knows what the Monaco track is, for example. So the realism is amazing. The accuracy is amazing, right? Obviously, I don't know if it's exactly the street, right? Like Monaco's 2nd Street and all, but the style is already in the database, so it already knows. It already knows. But let's go, let's take another look here. To me, both of them turned out incredible, but let's analyze them again. Guys, you can even see the reflection in the mirror. Look here, I like the quality version more because you can see a bit of the driver, right? In the other one, there's a camera where you can see the driver, right? Another thing I liked is you can see him turning the steering wheel, right? Let's see if turning right goes right and turning left goes left. Let's see. Here you couldn't see it. Let me rewind a little more. Look, here the car turned right, the steering wheel turned right. Impressive. Both have quality. One gets a 10, the other a 9, right? Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to leave the full video here for you to watch on his channel when I share the link with you, but I want to show a feature-length film that he made. So he made exactly the same feature film in VO3 in quality, and then he did it in VO3 fast. And that's cool because it's a concept he uses here, the Flow. Flow is a video editor from VO itself, right? Because there's VO3 and VO2, right? You can use whichever one you want here. VO2 is really good too, but it doesn't generate sound, right? And the main thing, the main feature that blew all the other AIs away was the sound aspect, right? So when you come here to Flow, look, you have your projects and so on. The last project I did was this He-Man one here, right? And so on. And you can see here that you can do the editing, right? You create the video here and then you can create scenes, right? You can extend the video, right? Create, say, an 8-second scene, then another scene, then another, and so on. So I believe he probably used this for this feature-length film here. But let's take a look at which feature film turned out better. And just a reminder, folks, we now have our members club, okay? At the first level, you'll already get early access to videos. I'll also respond to your comments with priority, all right? Now, at level 2, you can make a post in the channel's community. You can post your, image and everything else. Any subscriber can do this. But if you're a level 2 member here on the channel, if you make a post there with a question, maybe a question about YouTube, about artificial intelligence, something about growing or making money, I'll respond to your post if you are a level 2 member here. Plus, at level 2, there are also exclusive special videos just for members, all right? So become a member here to support the channel and, of course, to get these benefits. And there are others as well. Take a look, okay? Let's analyze this now. Let's go. Don't want to actually made a rain film. I need the big XNs in prompts for each show film, but one with using VE3 and one with using a VE3 fast IV. All day, the original audio that comes up with the VE3 videos and of. So basically, he said he used exactly the same prompts, okay? Let's go.
As quickly as possible to ensure everyone's safety.
We are currently working as quickly and diligently as possible at this time to bring this to an end, so please be patient and thank you for your understanding.
We have closed our borders. They seem to be appearing all over the country, but they're not doing anything.
Please remain calm and stay at home while we figure out ground rupture confirmed. Something is rising quickly. What is happening? We'll find out what is happening, and I think it's time to initiate Project X.
Damn. It really reminded me a lot of Independence Day, especially the first one with Bill Pullman as the president, Will Smith, the guy who saves the day, man. It's sensational, right? Now let's check out Novio 3 Fest. I really liked it. Except for Hero, this part really stood out. There was this guy here. It was around here that really didn't fit in. This part was sensational. But now, the quality of this other part here was really weird. Where are you? I just wanted to show it, just to point out how much it stood out. I'll even mute the sound here just to show you. Where is it? Of course, I'm being a technical nitpicker here. But look, just here, this one, it turned out really weird. They could have swapped it out, but aside from that, it turned out extremely well. Because look how much it stands out. Now, it's going to switch to an extremely realistic guy. If it stayed 100% like this, wow, what is even real these days? It's getting hard to tell the difference. But now let's move on to fast. Let's see if it really turned out that bad, if it really got that much worse. Remember, it's 5 times cheaper. You spend 100 tokens for an 8-second video on VO3 and only 20 tokens for VO3 fast for the same 8 seconds. So 100 on one, 20 on the other. Let's go. Let me turn on the sound here, right? For God's sake, that's the key difference, right? It's an emergency. Unidentified objects have been found all over the globe. We are working as quickly as possible to ensure everyone's safety. We are working as quickly as possible to put an end to this, so please be patient. We have closed our borders. They seem to be appearing all over the country, but they're not doing anything. Everything's going to be fine. Can we stay calm and remain at home while we figure out what's going on? The rupture is confirmed. Something is happening. We need to find out what's going on, and I think it's time to start Project X. Yeah, guys. In the individual tests here, I didn't really notice much of a difference, you know? Now, here, because of what I mentioned about the steps, you could tell that the rendering was much more careful in VO3 quality in the first version, and also the issue with the eyes, right? Because what stands out? The hands. And the eyes give that effect we talk about, which is the uncanny valley, right? So you look at it and think, wow, but something's off. It seems like it has no soul, right? So to speak. And that often goes unnoticed. It's really minimized. Here, look, you can see the eyes, right? You can notice it. I'm not saying it's perfect, but you can see it looks more natural, right? Let me mute the sound to show you. Look, the naturalness here, it's perfect. From the reporter, right? Here, it's so-so. Here, it's good. Here, it's nice. Here, it turned out terrible. Here, it's perfect. When you look here too, look, from the mother here, look, it turned out perfect. Sure, it's dark, but it turned out wonderful. And here at the end, look, it also turned out really good here. Look, this guy here, look, the soldier running here, look, the eyes turned out really well. Now coming over here, look, already in the fast version, you'll notice it doesn't look natural. Just look. Here it turned out pretty average. Here it turned out terrible. You can tell he's not looking at anything. Here too, just look, the eye looks like it's already been taken over. It's already been taken over here. You can tell there's something strange. Here, oddly enough, it turned out better than the other one. That crap over there, from the other one. Here it looks cool, but you can see it's a bit stylized. The lines aren't that natural. Here it's pretty average. Also, just look. The only one that turned out well here was this one. When the soldier is walking here, it turned out really good. So it didn't get close to the movie, but it also wasn't 5 times worse. But in the individual tests, and especially when the eyes don't show, then yes, it comes out perfect. So what do I recommend? Since both have sound, you should use VioFast when the eyes aren't looking directly at the camera. Now, for all the other tests, in my opinion, you can use Vio3 Fast, which is 5 times cheaper, and then you can edit using both models, in my opinion, okay? Leave your comment below. If you like the results, remember to become a member here on the channel. And remember, at level 2, you can leave a post and I'll reply to you there. Here is the next video with more VO3 tests. I've left the exact video here where YouTube is showing that Google VO3 will be released in the very near future, okay? I'll see you in the next video. See you soon.